spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of jank, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of electronics repair. This is the Big Bad Bench Wide World of Jank.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Big Bad Bench. My name is John, aka Big Bad Biologist, and today we're going to work on an Atari ST, which is something that we've never worked on before on this channel. I think we worked on an Atari 2600 once. This is a very yellow Atari 520 ST, and we're going to upgrade the RAM. This represents a 512K of RAM. I'm going to basically upgrade it to a 1040 ST, which is 1 meg of RAM. Hopefully, if everything goes properly. So while you look at this, and actually let's turn it on and show you what it does. Actually, we can. This is a totally legit backup of the game 1943, and we are connected. Yeah, we're connected to the TV out. The STFM means that it has a TV tuner dealie in it, and so we're gonna show you what the high quality of that TV tuner looks like. So let's turn on this. Oh, gotta go to this. There we go. And let's say hi to folks in the chat while this boots up. Josh is here, Asmodeus Deviluke is here, Hardware Hacker, Purball, hello, welcome to the channel. Chris Jackson, hello. Jack68K, hello. Adam Baranek, hello. Gut Bomb is here, Brad Bell is here, hello. Hello everyone. So, yeah, it works. I don't know, this probably looks a lot better on your screen than it looks on mine. But it works. We just booted from a floppy. You can see there's lots of glitching. So one of the things I want to try to do today is make a composite cable for this and see if it works. But first we have a whole lot of desoldering to do. So let's get back to the Big Bad Bench, shut this guy down. So this just shows that this actually works right now. It might not work by the end of the stream. Who knows? You know, we try to fix things here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, actually the bottom of this thing looks pretty good. Let's just look at the bottom. The bottom is way better looking than the top. Oh God, that's what it should look like. That's what it looks like. So yeah, that's a sad thing. Oh, it's Sloopy Malibu. Hello, Sloopy. And Jamie's Hack Shack is here too. Hello, Jamie. All right, so let's see if I remember how to take this thing apart. So yes, did anyone get? I think a lot of people got the cow reference from why I put moo on the compute on the. See, like, it's gross. It really needs to be cleaned. Yeah. Oh God, yeah. My keyboard. There is a lot of stuff here. Gut Bomb is probably gonna cringe a little bit looking at that mess. So yeah, the mooing refers to the desoldering gun, because it makes a moo sound. God, that's disgusting. I should not have that anywhere near my seltzer. All right, these are some screws that are meant to hold this thing together. I don't have many screws holding it together. I had it just sort of, I took it apart to make sure nothing was bad, super bad when I got it. Obviously, it's kind of sort of bad. It's not great. Gloves and a mask. Sloopy Malibu, what did you say? There is a Sloopy lurking. Okay, that's good. I need Sloopy's help with these 8-bit systems. This is definitely an era of computing that I'm not particularly comfortable with. Oh, and I forgot the other whole reason that we're here today. Did I paste this in the chat? So, there we go. Sorry, this is not an 8-bit, but it's sort of near that era. This has a 68,000 processor, just like my favorite computer, the Mac Plus, and a whole lot of the other compact Macs. Yeah, and the 68,000 is sort of a mishmash of a 16-bit and 24-bit processor. But yeah, so today I'm raising money for the Trevor Project. They do a lot of great mental health stuff for LGBTQA folks. And yeah, so if we raise up to $250, I will match that. So let's do that. Don't insult the 8-bit Ataris by associating them with the ST. Okay. So you can see there's a little rust on this thing. It's not great. It's not great. It really needs a full-on cleanup, and I did not do that when I got it. Oh, there's something falling around. What was that? Oh yeah, that's the little stud for the floppy drive. What else do we have to do to get this apart? I think we got to take this screw out. What else? Do we need to take that off? Yeah, let's take the power supply off. Just for poops and giggles. Ooh, that thing doesn't look very strong. So when I got this, I took it apart just to look at the inside. I recapped the power supply just to make sure that there was nothing that was going to explode on that. It had, what kind of caps did it have? It had caps that I was not particularly fond of. Jamico or something. It's not a particularly great brand of cap. So I was like, screw it. I had all the caps sitting there, so let's just do it. The ST is what the Amiga wished it had been. Man, you're going to get in angry with the Amiga folks. There we go. Now the power supply is loose. And all of these normally have like a little twist to them. I undid all that just to make it easier to disassemble. And what else? You can see here, this is what we're doing. All of those solder pads. We got to unsolder all the stuff that's in there on the memory slots themselves, and also on these capacitors. We'll add these capacitors back in there. Do we got to take the back? Yeah, gotta take these off, I think. Yeah. Whoa, oh, there's another big, okay, let's just take all these off before we lose them. Oh, that one seems to be glued in tightly. So I was gonna show that there are some games that require 1 meg of RAM. So I fought a lot. I don't know if anyone's done a lot of making floppies out of floppy images for the Atari. Apparently all the images are backed up to these .st files, and you can use your PC to make them using DOS, using a program called Makefile. What's it called? Make Disk in DOS, and it did not go as smoothly as I thought it would. It seems that at least the PCs that I have were not fond of making 720K drive images. So it would just like totally fight me. Eventually I got 1943 to work, but this Extron game is supposed to be one that requires 1 meg. So that was going to be my proof that we got the 1 meg working. But we did not. That one just doesn't seem to have anything on it. So if anyone has any tips about how to make floppy drives or floppy disks out of Atari disk images, feel free to share that with me. All right, here we go. It's time to moo. Nice, that one came out clean. So we're gonna do all these caps. Man. So, be glad you didn't have to deal with a 360. I think actually 1943 is 360K, but it worked. I want to get a drive for this. So there's something called the side cart, I don't know. If they basically make it so that, the side cartridge. Yeah, that's what it is. Are you guys all going to count how many this is? This is going to be a lot. I'm interested to see how long this takes. Side cartridge is the full name of it, Sloopy. Check it out. I think it's a relatively new one. And it uses a Pico, kind of like the Blue Scuzzy. I do have a big bad barn. That's what I'll name my channel if I show house projects. So speaking of desoldering and the mooing, Rudy's Retro Intel has a very good video on how to use your moo gun. I've seen a lot of people use their moo guns incorrectly online. So check out Rudy's video, and he shows you the right way to use this thing. See how I'm it's not as interesting to do it this as if I were doing it this way, but this way you're not fighting gravity, right? We're getting our suction going. We're going horizontal. It'll be interesting to see. Also, I forgot to clean my gun out before the stream. See if we fill this thing up. How much more? Oh, this is the last row. Hey, socket wench, hello. This is my kind of cow, yeah. Yeah, you know, you'll see some people wiggle. There are times where wiggling can kind of sort of help, like over here, you can see how these are bent over. Sometimes you can use this to kind of straighten them as you're doing it. We're not stressing out our pads by not wiggling too much. And just want to keep my eyes out. We'll look at this under the microscope later, but make sure that I'm not getting stray solder anywhere, making little bridges. Oh, okay, so we just hit our first harder one. So I think our grounds are gonna be this upper corner. It's gonna fight us a little bit. Just give it a little bit of extra heat. Yep, we're gonna have to use a different technique for that one. Okay, that's fine. That's all fine. Hey, Thomas Armstrong. Yes, this is a lot of mooing to do. Do I want a mostly destroyed 840 AV? What manner of destroyed? Gupbomb, what was our text exchange about the 7100? Do you want a really disgusting Power Mac 7100? And I was like, hell yeah, something along those lines. All right, we've got one chip cleared and all the caps done. Nice. Thomas Armstrong did about 5 of these memory upgrades. Nice. Battery and shipping damage. Awesome. Which one of these, since you've done these, Thomas Armstrong, I understand that we have to add some resistors here. Do we have to add all 3? R71, 72, and 73, or just a subset of those? I forget. I meant to look it up before the stream, but was having some weather-related issues that I had to deal with. We're getting a lot of snow here today in New England, and I had to do some plowing. Oh, Par JF, Jean-Francois Pere, is that? I think that's who you are. Sorry. So, oh yeah, the other reason I wanted to upgrade the RAM, even though most of the games you only need 512K if you're booting from a floppy, but apparently if you boot from a drive, that uses up some RAM, and then that kind of makes it harder to play games. I don't plan on doing anything with this except for playing games with it. Brad Bell has 3 battery bomb 2SI boards. Oof. Yeah. Poor 2SI. Gets it from batteries, it gets it from its own power supply. They can be a real mess. Well, it's not a super quiet move gun, Rudy, but the actual vacuum pump is not on the gun itself. So that makes it sound a little bit quieter, I guess, to you all. Oh. Thomas Armstrong's telling me that there's actually 4 resistors I need to add. Uh-oh. I only know of 3. I think I hear my Moo gun starting to get clogged. So let's do the R71, 72, and 73 while I'm thinking about it, because I know I'm gonna forget. Hey, Power of Vintage, welcome. You're saying it's only those 3. Okay. Yes, I would trust you. Power of Vintage has an excellent channel. If you haven't checked that out before, lots of good Atari content there. I'm excited to have you here along with me here today. Nothing like a nice snow day here in your Moo. Oof. That's a good question, Power Vintage. No, we're not going to add sockets to the existing RAM, but I was thinking that I was going to put all these in sockets. I just wanted to double check to make sure that it has enough space. I think it is. Yeah, I'm just removing all the solder from the existing holes. Oof, this is fun. This is fun. So how's everybody else doing today? The other thing that we could theoretically do on this is I do have some 68010 processors laying around. Could always upgrade that. How many have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.5 chips worth of solder pads. And all of the capacitors. Asmodeus has 6 inches of snow so far. I don't know exactly how many I have. I plowed when it was like maybe 3 or 4, just because I didn't want to have to plow. If we get 10 inches, I don't want to have to plow all 10 inches with my tractor. Oof, Jack 68K got 10 and Madison. Oof. Yeah, I like a nice like 5 inches of snow. That's a pleasant amount. Once things get more than that, or it starts getting out of hand. Oh yeah. The Moo gun is getting tired. I think we're gonna have to stop and do a clean out here. Wow. Oh yeah, holy moly. This thing is a little full, Yeah. Let's see. Do I have more filters? I should have more filters here. One moment, please. Let this cool off for a second. Okay, yeah. Let's give it a new filter. Hello, Jamie Orlando. I'm gonna have to go grab a different set of pliers. One moment, I will be right back. Walking over here, going to my other toolbox. This is real behind the scenes stuff. Oh shoot, I forgot to show my patrons. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Oh no, why am I doing this? I don't need that off. Why would I do that? Ow, it's still hot. It's still hot. It's hot. There. Okay, set you aside. All right, take a look at this. Yeah. Little full. You shouldn't let your Moo gun get that full. Rudy, you'll yell at you. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh my. Okay. Yep. And that's even more. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm a bad moo gun daddy. That that came out wrong. Cup, I'm quiet. Hey, it's Ron Computer Vids. Nice little holiday tree. Little moo gun holiday tree that we made. That was full. That woke everyone up. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Yeah, you should probably wear gloves for this. As we often say here at the Big Bad Bench, do as I say, not as I do. This, you should not get this much lead on yourself. You should definitely wear gloves for that. Okay. Okie dokie. Need a moo gun for the moo gun. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Wow, we collected a lot of solder. Now, granted, it wasn't totally empty when we started, but that was a lot. So for this, put the little spring on that guy. Put that in there. Put that back in there like that. Make sure that that's seated there. New filter. Okay. Okay, and then I like to give this just a little rotate to make sure that everything's seated properly before you snap back in. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. It was very bad as far as the dirt goes, but how long it took to clean wasn't too bad. Sorry. That's the kind of thing that you don't get on non-streams. Wow. Live tool maintenance. That was just the strays. Here's the big blob. Man, that was a lot of solder that was in there. Oh, I'm dropping it. Dropping it. This is not going on the floor. This is going into the trash. One moment, please. Okay. Oh, yeah, Rodville. I would think doing this one with solder wick would be kind of a pain. Okay, and again, we're going sideways here. We're almost up to temperature. I'm going today, this is at 420 degrees. It's probably a little excessive, but my workshop is kind of cold, so I tend to overheat my soldering irons when I'm this cold. Thank you for the super chat, Ron. Let's get a move for Ron. There we go. Don't give me money today. Don't give me money, people. Let's give the Trevor Project some money. Where's the link? Gotta paste the link. There we go. Yeah, my first one of those is gonna need a little bit more. Actually, while I'm thinking of it, I'm gonna add a little bit more solder to the first one that I did. So sometimes you can just wait a little bit longer. You gotta be patient. I wasn't ready for that one to be a ground pin. You just give it a little bit of extra time. That one was the only one that we haven't cleaned up all the way. I think the rest are going to be pretty good. So I'm just going to hold that on there for a little while. Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. All right, back to this. Whatever this is. I think my tip is actually starting to decompose. Oh, Gupom says I've already passed the donation goal. That is wild. Y'all are amazing. Normally when I do one of these donations, I'll like announce it in the beginning of the week so people have a chance. I only announced this last night. I can't believe we hit the goal. That is so awesome. $475? Are you kidding me? Y'all are freaking amazing. Holy crap. I'm getting emotional. And not just because I'm full of lead. That is unreal. Holy moly. You're gonna make me cry on stream again. Thomas Armstrong, no, I'm not planning on buying anything. We're raising money for the Trevor Project, which provides support for LGBTQA folks. Nothing for me. So the original goal was that if people hit $250, I would match that. I'm not going to be able to match 475. That is unreal. It's not like, and good thing I can kind of stabilize my hand. I'm like kind of shaking. That is so wild. I think we've blown way past 56. Oh, okay, now that one's good. So what are these? Dip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dip 8, or dip 16. What's 16 times 16? 1,000. Not quite 1,000, I don't think. $256 plus another 16. We haven't gotten all 256 yet, but that's what we're doing. Oh, didn't let that one heat up enough. Yeah, this is a lot of moo. think I'm gonna need a new tip for my Moo gun. Up to $500? Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Alright, cool. I thought I saw terminating resistors at the end of this. I don't have a termination pack, but I was wrong. It's just the other side of the socket. Yeah, you should have made a special intro for this one. I don't have anything to pay with. If people like that intro that Gut Bomb made, make sure to hit him up and pay him lots of money to do video work for you. I know I definitely got my money's worth. He's a very creative fella. Oh yeah, we're starting to run into issues here. What firmware? I think it's 1.0. That's another thing that we could potentially do is burn the, I think this should do the 104. 104 firmware on it. Up to 520 now, man. Now I think what we're running into is the tip is actually a little clogged. That rarely happens with this one. It happens, but ooh, hi. There we go. Hey. It's Mac84. Hello, Mac84. Yes, we're working on a Safari. Alright, let's see if that helps at all. Oh yeah, that's better. Oof. Overturned salt truck on Route 3. Route 3 is the one by Boston, right? What a freaking mess that would be. Or is that 93 that I'm thinking of? Hey, it's I80386SX. Hello. I'm not gonna go that far, Jesse. Lots of people have lots of demands these days. I appreciate any donation. It's just I'm in shock that we got as much as we did. Brad Bell, I did that a couple years ago for most of it. It still seems to sneak some in. Oh, we're getting close, people. Oh, and I think power vintage, yes. Ooh, oh, geez. I just banged it. This thing does have the spot for the blitter. Supposedly that helps more with like the OS rendering, from what I understand. Not so much for games. Did I remember seeing that these are weird PLCC sockets? Even though it's a 68-pin PLCC, it's like staggered oddly. Is that correct? That it's not a standard 68-pin PLCC? So I wouldn't have a source for those blitter chips. May as well upgrade this guy. Missed that one, and I sucked some of the solder out, so it's not gonna behave nicely. So I'm just gonna add some fresh solder to it. There we go. This is one of the reasons that like adding fresh solder is not great, in that it gives you a little flux. The flux will lead to clogs, so I try to avoid using fresh flux if possible. Why are there so many people in the vintage world like that? There was somebody that I messaged about a mouse pad, because I have a funky mouse from my Apple IIc, and I guess I didn't message him right, and he wrote back kind of angry with me. So I wound up buying one on eBay for way too much money. We're getting close, people. One chip's worth. How long have we been going? How long has this process taken? It probably took 10 minutes to disassemble the machine. 565 now? Holy crap, you all are totally nuts. Holy moly. That is wild. I can't believe it. Okay, last row. Last row. Oh, I already did one from this one. Well, whatever. You get the point. My left hand is cramping. Alright, so how nuts am I going to get about making sure all the sockets are perfectly in alignment? Whew, we're done. We're done. Unless there's one more thing that we need to add. I think. Alright, we've got some dip 16 sockets here. That was a lot. That was a lot. And of course these came in a bag from China, so the legs are not perfectly aligned. Oh, I just started putting these on the wrong way. Hello, Wan Chong. You need a 3D printed tool to align the legs. I like that. Yeah, I need one of those. Put the sockets in the wrong way. I was expecting them to face towards me, but they face away from me. Which is not the biggest issue, but it just makes things look, you just would see the socket and think that they go in the wrong way. Hey, it's 1-Bit Fever Dreams. Hello. Oh, it's the end of the semester time. Yeah, I had the semester off, so I'm appreciating my time off. Alright, let's just stick with these for now. Let's do these. Oh, I gotta turn on my soldering iron. Oh, what kind? Oh God. Oh geez. Oh geez. Oh geez. Okay. What kind of capacitors are these? I should have looked at that in advance. I apologize, people. I should have done that in advance. Oh geez. Oh man. Okay. So we're going to be very highly technical here. And we're going to use this floppy drive to make sure they don't come out. Let's go under the microscope. Oh. Oh, we're too high. Oh. There we go. 100 nanofarad. All right, we got those. All right, so this is not how a lot of people like doing it. This is how I do it. So I am going come on. That one, that one, that one, that one. Just gonna put solder on some of these legs. We also need to keep our eyes out because a lot of times when you're desoldering, a little bit of solder kind of splashes around. So we want to make sure that we don't have any rogue solder that's going to create a bridge in any of those locations. So now I'm going to come through. Oh, I have one more. Sorry. All right, now we're going to come through, push up on the back, make sure that both sides are nice and even. One of this. Yeah, see, that one wasn't seated all the way. That's why we got to double check them. Okay. We gotta have this road. Have a good one, Rudy. Yeah, those meanwells are nice little units. Bloop. Bloop. Okay. All right, so they all look good. Toss some more at it. This is a lot of chips. Oh, the other thing I didn't do is I didn't check my chips in advance with my retro chip tester. I probably should have done that. But that's the nice thing about socketing them. Also, while we're doing this, I'm just taking a look on the top, make sure I didn't splash any solder anywhere. Nope, put that one in backwards. There we go. Uh-oh. Seems... Come on, you thing. There we go. Okay. Spent last night testing the cache chips on your 386 VLB board. That is a fun thing to have. Let's do one more. One of the early things I did on my channel was I tried to add a VLB slot to the board that I thought had a VLB slot. Turned out it was not actually a VLB slot. But we had fun. And even though the video card exploded, it survived once I repaired the trace that exploded. That is one thing I'd like to revisit someday. What was it, Gigabyte was the manufacturer? They had a slot that looked just like a VLB, but it was their own dealie. Yeah, see that little guy? I didn't like him just hanging out over there. Yeah, see this? I don't like any of these little guys. You come back over here. And just pushing from the back. Making sure all the chips, oh, yep, see that one shifted. That one was not setting down all the way. That one as well. That one either. I think these are back to our old one, yeah. Okay, good. So yeah, I'm just getting all these set and then we'll come through and do rapid fire hardcore soldering action once all the pins are in. Nice thing about this is how tight this board is. They're all going to be aligned with one another. Sometimes when you got a little gap in there, the chips can look a little wonky next to one another. And, you know, we don't want wonky looking chips. Hello, Wasteland Wanderer. Well, I'm not going to guarantee that YouTube is not going to crap. There's some good stuff on YouTube, but I don't know. If you saw Gamers Nexus's video today, oh my god, the AI crap is just so awful. The AI summaries, they're just bad. Okay. Wan Chong, I have no idea which desoldering gun is a good one. I use the Anasty CD915. It's the same one that Jan Beta uses. I have this one because Gut Bomb donated it to me. It's worked great in my hands, and I think Gut Bomb had remorse that his he liked this one better than the other one he wound up getting, the Hacko. I will tell you, I do not recommend my soldering station that I bought. I have not been happy with this purchase. My regular soldering iron. Where are we at? This one. Okay. Deep. Okay. That was totally not flat. Okay, that one is now. Okay, that one's good now. All right, let's take a look at this with our eyes. Hey, it's Ian Scott. All right, what do you think? I think they all look pretty good. All right, time for rapid fire hardcore soldering. Everyone's favorite activity on the channel. Oh, we got to go under the microscope. There we go. I guess I should leave that under there just to have it sit sort of even. Why is the world crooked? I don't expect you to see everything as I see it, but okay. Okay, here we go. Should we use? We're gonna use this janky. Try to finish up this roll of solder. This has been a really nice roll of solder for cheap eBay solder. I really appreciated this purchase. So if you see this brand around, highly recommended. This is 6040 rosin core. I think it's 0.4 millimeter. A little small diameter for projects like this. You could probably get away with it. A nice 0.8 millimeter would be a nice solder for this kind of thing, but I have another roll that I want to start using, so let's use this one up. If anyone sees any stray solder that looks like it's going to bridge, make sure to yell out. Because I'll definitely hear it, you know. Socket Wench had a nice explanation for why my screen was all crooked. Socket Wench, did you ever open the box I sent you? Only because I want to know if anything shattered. So much desoldering. Now we're just going right back and putting all the solder back on. What did we do all that for? I have to admit, part of the reason that I'm doing this right here is because I have all these 41256 chips and I'm worried about losing them. So I wanted to put them somewhere where I wouldn't lose them. Is that an adequate justification for this project that I'm making you all sit through? The solder bridge on the river Kaiweets. My brain made me think this. If we work at it, a good joke could come out or not. Okay, I think 1-Bit Fever Dreams has been doing way too much grading. Oh, this is why I don't take my face away too much. I went out of order. I almost missed one. Doing projects like this, it's good to get into your rhythm and don't look up. Don't do anything. Just keep going. My roof could collapse from snow right now. It doesn't matter. Just gonna keep soldering. I have not cleaned my tip. Gutbaum's probably itching. His brain is probably itching right now. So dirty. Drag soldering. You know I don't drag solder. I'm not good enough to drag solder. Also, my tip is not strong enough for that. Didn't like the way that one looked. Don't like the way that one looks. Okay, that one's fine. We need to make sure we have shiny, happy solder joints, or my brain itches. Shiny, happy solder joints. I should put a microphone outside for snow days like this so that you can hear the beautiful, relaxing snowstorm. IA0386SX, are you still here? If so, how do your dogs like the snow? Or anyone else that's in the chat. If you have a dog, does it like the snow? I have one dog that's mostly husky, and she absolutely loves it. This is her favorite. Like fresh snow coming down. She runs through it with her mouth open. It's awesome. And then I have another dog that's mostly a pit bull. And it absolutely hates the snow. It cannot wait for March, the end of March, for all the snow to go away. I had to plow the backyard for her last year because she did not want to walk through the snow. You have the corgi loves the snow. That is wild. Hello, Memdamax. We're doing one pin at a time. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. I go slow. I am not fast. It took us 40-ish minutes to desolder all the things. I didn't check the time before we started this. Might switch to some bigger solder for the rest of this, just because this 0.4 millimeter stuff is a bit too small for this project. You should use a bigger solder. We're gonna use giant old Weller, or what's our old solder? Kester. Giant old solder. We're switching. I can feel Gutbomb being like, look, you can do it right there. Just drag, just drag, just drag. So yeah, make your popcorn. Oh, that's dirty, 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 dirty. Okay. Went the wrong way. Yeah, J-tip's not a great drag soldering tip. See that? There we go. See, that was that. You get a little bit of extra solder, and you're not paying attention. You can make a little bridge. It happens. Let's clean that off. Too much. We're getting close. I can see the other side. Gonna have to see if we make fire. Okay. Whew. Getting tired. My forearm's cramping. Keep pushing through the burn. And of course we're going to get to the end and I'm going to realize I don't have any 68 ohm resistors. I'm pretty sure I have 68 ohm resistors. Is anyone still with us? We all still here? We got 30 people. All right. Thank you all for joining me today. This was, well, I wanted to do a stream for Giving Tuesday, and we totally blew that out of the water. You all are freaking amazing. But my normal streams are on Saturday at noon. Feel free to join then. I don't know what we're going to do. Oh, actually, I might have something really cool this weekend for this weekend's stream. Something pretty cool, so keep your eyes out for that. Or we'll just work on a Mac. We got plenty of Macs to work on. Okay. Oof. All right, let's get out of the... Oh, man. Woo! All right, a little dizzy. Just having my eyeballs poked in there. Let's see. 100 nanofarad caps. We're just hanging out. Thank you for this space, John. No. Thank you. No. Let's see. Yeah, they got to match the originals. I mean, it's not a perfect match, but it's something. And I think if I put this all the way in there, if I do that, Oh, I didn't totally center that one right. Okay. Adam Baranek's like, doesn't matter if it's perfectly centered. Let's just freaking end this job. Close enough. Close enough. I'm gonna bend these with my fingers. Should have seen when I was making my retro chip tester. I was doing them all the bending by hand. I don't have one of those little jigs, and I made sure all the resistors, made sure the stripes were all lined the same way. Made sure all the, if it was a capacitor, that they were all lined the same way. I went a little, I don't know what the right word is, but I was a little too much for that project. I do not have a 3D printed part bender. I don't have a 3D printer. What do you think? I'm a professional? That I know what I'm doing? That I have some semblance of rational process? No. That's not what this channel's for. It's for the jank. Oh, I guess I could have zoomed in a little bit for this one. Oh well, it's okay. And if you see that my forefinger's dirty, it's not actually dirty. It's RTV. I got RTV on my finger earlier this week, and it has not come off yet. I even used nasty chemicals. Most of it came off, but the little bits inside the grooves did not come out. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting so freaking close. Okie dokie, that's all those. Let's use this stack of floppy drives, to support this while we do some soldering. Could zoom in a little. Let's zoom in a little. There we go. Stay. Stay. As always, never do what you see me do on this channel. This is not the right way to do things. just worried about flipping this over and having all those fall out. So I'm going to do one leg on all of them. And then squish them down. I really just don't want to put my face back in the microscope. Oh yeah, that one's so wrong. What was I thinking? There we go. Much better. Could use the Dremel cutoff wheel to cut all these legs off. Do a little more high throughput. No, not gonna do that. Okay. Sloopy Malibu, always ready with a good pun. My stand seemed a little floppy. Or the Adam, the angle grinder. That's a good one, Adam. Yeah, that would make short work of those. Oh. Oh, a whole lot of snipping now. Snip, snip. What are you? All right, down to the last thing. Now the last thing. Those 3 resistors. Now, will my pack of resistors from 1983 from Radio Shack have some 68? I guess it'll say in here. Yes, it has 68 ohm resistors, but can I find them? 100. Uh-oh. I have some that are unlabeled. Uh-oh. At one point I labeled them, but I guess I did not do all of them. Oh, John, didn't you know you were going to need to do this on a stream someday? 220. Well, it's part of the ones that are 5 each, so this should be easy to find. Let's see, what's our stripe pattern? If it's the other one, it's orange, orange, black. What's this one? Donations up to $5.65. Blue, gray, black. No, that's kilo ohms. We're close. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. That one. Oh, you still can't see. It's 67. So 68 or 680. We're one off. Why am I not seeing? Oh. There we go. Oh no, that's kilo ohms. Nope. That's 10. Did they hide in these other ones? Oh man. Sorry folks, I should have had that set aside beforehand. That one's going to be off, but nope. That one's close. That's 170. It's relatively close. Could use 2 of them. 80, 82. That's close. 82 ohms is close. $50 ohms. Dang, what the heck, bro? $40. I swear. Did I use all my 68 ohms? Should we use giant honkin' ones? Let's see. We could use these. Be sort of a waste of wattage, but at least it would be the right ohms. I don't have 67 ohms. Yeah, no, I have. Oh. Yeah, no, I have. What do I have? That was relatively close in this one's. I have 50 ohms. I have 80 ohms. And I have 175 that I could use 2 of them. Ooh. Oh, this is annoying. I apologize. It's like the world just does not want me to have my 68 ohm resistors. Oh, there we go. We use these giant honkin' ones. Draw attention to our mod. 1 watt of dissipation. Zoom back out. They will physically fit. Let's double check to make sure these are correct. Yep. Well, that was fun. Yeah. When I short out the RAM, it'll help with making sure that everything fries completely. Oh, we still got to put all this RAM in there. Oh, gosh. This is fine. Everything is fine. Oh, come on. There we go. Oakley dokley. I'm sure I'm gonna see those 68 ohm resistors as soon as the stream ends. They'll be laughing at me. Okay. Alrighty. Did I put all those in the right way? I better have. Alright, so here's something that's probably gonna bother some people. And because these are all brand new fresh sockets, but I like to put a little deoxit on there just to make sure that, you know, you get a little lubrication. The other thing is I do not have an alignment tool. So, as I taught Trina how to do, you can put it on your bench and just do it that way. If you have fader lube, you could use that instead of the deoxit. I just don't have any fader lube. Yeah, pin straightening tool would be useful for this kind of thing. It's another thing you could theoretically 3D print, but there are real ones that are a lot nicer. I just don't do enough of this kind of thing to justify having a specialized tool. It's something that I would lose. These all seem like brand new chips. I forget what... I ordered them when I was working on the Commodore PC 20-3, but I forget if they were sold as new or not. They seem new. Will this run Crisis now? Probably not. Probably not. But it does look like there's some cool games, though. I was excited to just get 1943. I love that game. I'm terrible at it. I just love it, though. Oh, wow. Oh, right. I think I did see that there was a Doom port for the ST, which is pretty cool. You know, Doom is terrible on the Macs. So, it's cool that you can get it to work at all. Now, if someone can get Doom to run on my K Pro, that would be really cool. If you happen to be a programmer and want to borrow my K Pro to port Doom over to it. Yeah, Doom in text mode. We're so close. So close. There you go. Just use ChatGPT to do it. Okay. There we go. I still have lots of 41256 chips. Let's move some stuff off of the BigBadBench so that I'm less likely to short things out. Notice I say less likely to short things out. There's always a chance of shorting things out, especially because we are going to do this the wrong way. Nub there. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have to take that off. That, like that. Okay, okay. Nope, we wouldn't go the other way. All right, nothing's short in there. Let's grab the disgusting keyboard. Has anyone tried retrobrighting Atari? I do a lot of Macs, so I'm okay with retrobrighting, but some plastics are just kind of weird. insulator. Do we still have, let's put 1943 in there. Oh, yeah, we don't need VGA. We need our janky cable. We need some electricity. We need to turn our TV back on. Be very careful. Don't do this. But like, really, seriously, you're gonna have 120 volts just standing there right at you. Yep, that's what we're doing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, is there anything else we need? Hey, Mark Anning. Got here just in time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's weird. The floppy is booting. Oh, there it is. Yay. Okay. So that doesn't prove that we actually upgraded the RAM. That just proves that we haven't destroyed it. So I have this, which I made into a disk, Extron, which should require 1 meg, but I don't think it's actually a good image. So let's try it. Maybe it'll surprise me. Yeah, no. Is there a way within TOS to see if you have 1 meg or if you have the RAM upgraded? I do not have a mouse, so we can use the joystick painfully to navigate. 30 gallons of 50% peroxide is perfect for retrobreading. That's a lot of peroxide. Okay, look at how excruciating this is. So you have to keep going. Oh, let's change our view. This only takes an hour. But it works. Who needs a mouse? Oh man, I would really love to have that composite output working. I gotta get going though. Oh, we've taken so long today. Come back. Where are you going? You're going the wrong way. There we go. If we go to show info, will that tell us anything? No. Oh, it's not, okay. Yeah, well, so we didn't destroy the computer. We don't know for sure that we have 1 meg of RAM yet. All right, this is desktop info. Yeah, and I think from this before we saw that this is version 1. Hello, Rufo Sanchez. This is, hold down the Alt key with arrows to move the cursor. Oh, that would have made things a lot easier. Oh, look at that. This is why I need Atari people to help me. Let's see. I need sysinfo, so I would have needed to make a disk for that. Okay, well, we didn't destroy anything, so I'm pretty happy with this. This is fun. Oh, thank you for that tip. That is way better. Okay, well, I think we're gonna have to call this here today because I have to go do some more plowing. We don't have fire. That's a big thing. Hello, Jamie. Okay, I mean, this was kind of fun to do it that way, but you know, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here for today. I need to thank my patrons. Thank you all so much for supporting me on Patreon. My Janka crew, who makes sure I have enough Janka to do this kind of stuff. Matt Hargett, Got Bomb, Garth Beagle, Brian Garford, David Starbuck, Ian Scott, Jamie's Hack Shack, All Things DG, Chris Angelis, Tech Ambrosia, Scout, Jack68K, Bacchus, Asmodeus, Devoluke, Alan Gracia, Rudy's Retro Intel, my Jank Team, Hardware Hacker, Mark Kruger, III DIY, Charles Bullock, Dave's Vintage Apple Tech, Mark from Millennium X. Thank you so much for the donations. That was totally wild. I cannot believe we raised what we raised. What is our final total here? Let's see, 1 second. Let me just check that really quickly. Oh my God, I got so many emails from donations. $565. Totally wild. Thank you all so much. That is super, super amazing to help out the Trevor Project. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, hit the like button if you wouldn't mind. That would be swell. Have a lovely rest of your week, y'all. Come back on Saturday. I think I'm going to have something very, very cool to work on Saturday, and I will have come up with a way to verify if our 1 meg of RAM is actually working. All right. Yeah, bye. And as we say here at the Big Bad Bench, if you're a Trumper, go F yourself. Bye, y'all.